Um, Zak Brown has finally admitted it. He's basically saying he doesn't care about winning the drivers' championship. That he cares about the constructors. Now, here's his rationale. He says that intentionally McLaren doesn't give team favors and doesn't choose one driver because he said that as long as both drivers are mathematically have a good chance of winning, it wouldn't be fair to ask one driver to step back and let the other driver win, which is true. Norris and Piastri are good enough that both of them can win it. It would be very controversial to tell one of them to step back. So he's saying that that's why he does it. And he said that only until one of them is out of it, which is fine. That's fine. But here's the problem. Then he shouldn't have brought Piastri. Then that's my argument, because by bringing Piastri in, he brought about a situation in which you're going to hurt somebody's feelings if you make them step back. Which is why it's always good to have a 1-2. But his argument would be, we wanted to bring Piastri in so that we could have two good drivers, so that we can win the constructors. Which is why I say I think he wants to win the constructors. What do you think?
I think Piastri becoming so good at the moment threw a wrench in the plans. I think. So you
don't think that they thought he would be that good? Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody even because I've heard about Piastri last year. I heard about him, but he's really becoming more popular actually this year.
He won F2 and F3 as a junior, but I thought that. They probably thought, because remember 3 years ago, Lando Norris was considered by everybody to be the best. I mean, everybody knew it was Verstappen. 2021, Lando Norris was the driver's driver. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like supposed to be the guy, and then Piastri was supposed to come and support. Then all of a sudden, Piastri just started shining, and then now they're confused now what to do. And McLaren hasn't been in this position for a long time, where they're in a winning position, where they can actually win and stuff like that. So they're kind of rusty in making those decisions that win championships and win the Grand Prix.
They have to improve their racing operation. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just need to. I think what they just need to do is put Norris and Piastri in a ring and let both of them fight, and whoever wins is the main man and the other is the wingman, so that they can be of one mind.
Here's what I think they need to do. Whoever wins, whoever gets P1, or whoever has the highest qualifying gets treatment for Sunday.
But okay.
And then whoever does better in the main race that weekend, then the next week for qualifying they should get preference. Like in qualifying, who goes out first, who goes out last. But they have to come up with something. Yes, now, but here's my theory. I didn't realize this. By winning the constructors, you get more percentage of the prize money next year. Like, for example, McLaren gets more.
He's thinking
prize
like
money.
the CAO now.
Yeah, you get prize money from the TV and everything, Formula One management. So I think what Zak Brown is an American. He's not even a Formula One driver. Which one Casati about drivers' championship? He wants that money. I think the real reason is that he's making money for McLaren. They're operating for profit. So as long as they can win the drivers, if they win the constructors, then that's glory, even though it's not as glorious as the drivers. And they get money. So they get the best of both worlds. They say we have the fastest car and we have more money than everybody else. Whereas Red Bull is focused more on making money through merchandising, through Verstappen. You get my point? So I think that the real motive for Zak Brown is not that he cares about being fair to Piastri or whatever. I think it's about, we don't have Verstappen. We don't have the best driver. We have two good drivers. Let's win constructors and let's make money. What do you think?
Yeah, he's thinking like a CEO. I mean, like you said, if he wins constructors, I mean that's more for him, because that's
it leads to more money than winning drivers. Yeah, more money.
But for the driver, that's only the glory for the driver. Everything's like driver is in the. Hello,
I can hear you. Yeah, did you crash?
Okay. Yeah. The crash.
No, I think you're lagging a little bit. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so if it's for the driver, I mean, everybody just looks at the driver and he takes all the glory and this and that. But but for the constructors, that's where he can control that, and then there's also more money for the company in that way. So I don't mind.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's about money. Yeah.
I understand him caring more about the constructors than the
Yeah,
drivers.
and winning the constructors is not bad. Also, it's also glorious because it's glory for the whole team. Maybe not so much for the drivers. That's why I said Piastri and Norris. They don't care about constructors. They care about winning the championship. You understand what I'm saying?
So
yeah.
I think maybe for Zach Brown, it's okay for them to just fight like that. As long as they come 1-2, then he'll be all right. You know, one of them will win.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that they're going to cancel each other out, and Verstappen may win the title, but they will still win. But they'll still win the constructors, though. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
All right. So tomorrow we'll do. This was a good show.